in the gym area, what happens is you exercise and the body during the duration of exercising, as you may or may not know, is it heats up. So then what you need to do is you get these magical cold boxes and they blow nice cooled air out of them out onto you, which brings the internal body temperature down, and it just makes gym a much more pleasant place to be and stay longer in. So today we had the guys from Style Up Kitchens out today to do their final check measures for the laundry, the butler's pantry, the kitchen and the theatre. There was a few changes that we made.
Yeah, just a few bits and pieces. As you do when you're designing a house, you think about it, then when you're physically standing in the space, you go, oh, maybe we could work this better or do this section to work more with our lifestyle and how we're going to live within the house.
So, with the design of everything, like, are we keeping everything as is?
Well, let's have a look at the plan. Jared, come here please. So we're going to have the integrated fridge here. Then you're going to have the bench.
Yep.
Then we're going to have the two 900mm ovens centered. And then you'll have more lower cupboards, and then you'll have the open shelves. So then the other thing I'm wanting to do, just because of the size and the space, I just want to see where the wall, where the cabinetry is going to end, the gap from where my island is.
Yeah.
And then the distance.
So actually the joinery is 650 deep. Oh, the integrated fridge is 650.
So then we should be nearly out here, hey?
Correct.
So which means the door will probably stick out a little bit past it. No, it wouldn't, because it's part of the joinery.
Well, 650 lands here. But then I'll double check the specs and see what I need.
And it might
With
have to have a sealer panel.
integrations, we might need to go 700 anyway.
Okay.
So if that is the case, I'll pull it flush.
Yeah.
We've got the depth here.
I don't have a problem actually pulling it out and having it flush.
Yeah, I reckon we just go 700. That'll give us a bit more ventilation for the fridge as well.
Yeah.
Pull that flush with there. It's 715, which is good because being brickwork, it'll probably step a little bit anyway. Yep. So keep that 700, run that out and tuck it back to 600 and run it right through.
Would it be an issue if we were to extend and have this whole cabinet the whole way across go 700 so there's no step back?
Can be done.
Can we make the drawers a bit deeper or not?
Being 700, 100%.
Sweet, let's make them deeper.
650 deep.
Let's do it deeper. And then, because then the thing with this, that will give me a little bit more stone back away from this with the cooktop.
Correct.
Which I'll be happy about.
Yep.
If there's a little bit more distance from my brick splashback.
Not a problem.
So yeah, let's do that. I think that will look nicer. And this is why we do site measurements. So can you mark out for me now line 700? Measure 1200 out for me and then we can double check because they're all drawers, remember? So they're all pull out. So it's going to be 1200, 1200, 1200 nearly. So this is what we're coming to. So this is all going to be concrete bench. This is the open section that we were measuring out just there. And you're going to have overhang here the whole way as well. So you'll be able to have heaps of stools.
Oh, 100%. Let's move on.
Butlers. Are we wanting to look at making that a joinery door now?
Which one?
That door.
This opening?
Yeah, that was supposed to be a cavity slider that we had to change.
Oh, I quite like the idea of it all being open. I think it would make it look bigger. Like, wouldn't you keep this all open?
Yeah, because you want that galley look to look right through.
Yeah. This would make it look huge.
Okay.
You're going to put a joinery door here though, right?
It has to have a joinery door there. So if we were going to do this, I'd really want the door to sort of finish flush here. And the door opens in.
What do we have here?
This is laundry.
That's the laundry.
Because you want to be able to come up out of the basement.
I'm actually surprised you actually really want to do a door here.
Mate, it's my laundry. I've got to have a door. I can't leave it open. There's no door otherwise. You'll see straight in through to my laundry. Need to have something here.
Do you know what I like the idea of? Full spanner.
Oh God.
Right in. This wall here could be the bar.
No.
And this could be the door. Whoa.
No.
Closing your laundry
I've got no
off
tall
here.
joinery then in my laundry.
What do you reckon, Dan?
No.
That's not a bad idea, is it? where you get your privacy from your there to your laundry. You make a proper bar section here, something nice. Feature, some nice little thing.
Where do I put my ironing board?
I actually like it.
Where do I
It's a
put
good
my
idea.
ironing board? I've got a dog bath going in the end. I've got nowhere to put any
Tall cupboard just there, just before the door.
That's where the dog bath is going.
We'll just move the dog bath one over.
You got the window there.
This is my downstairs linen. That was my linen. I need to put ironing board. I need to put
I actually really like
vacuums.
Jared's idea.
Daniel, pick your side.
The only thing is, I want to try and make sure this door works. Like, at the end of the day, you walk up. I agree with Jared thinking that that is your starting point of your laundry, and this is technically a common area.
Because this is cupboards on this side, that's already packed out. That's already packed out. So all you have to do is create the little wall here, so that it finishes, 600 off of here, and then your door is just here, boom, and the door opens in. And it's all open.
But can we, instead of having it as a bar, can we keep it as the 2 doors and use it for storage and stuff? And I can have my ironing board or whatever in there, because you're going to have your other bar right over there, which is the main focal bar.
Just so that it's on camera, everybody, I haven't made one decision that's been agreed with yet in this house.
Yes,
No matter
you
how brilliant
have.
my decisions were, not one.
So really you want your water together, so dog bath, sink.
Yep.
Then I'd go washer, dryer.
Yep. And then the bin
Keep
on the
the
other
appliances
side.
with the plumbing, and then bin by itself,
Yep.
which will look uniform anyway.
That's right.
Yep.
And then end panel, and then that will be liquor bar. And then you just want drawers or base cupboards below, and then say floating shelves on top. How do you want to finish the bar?
I think it should just be 2 cupboards at the bottom, stone top,
Yep.
and then just floating shelves
Floating
above.
shelves, yep.
And we'll put like a smoked mirror
Spice
in
between,
between
Street
each
job.
one.
in between your shelving. We'll put
Yep.
like that, and that will be it.
So Jared really wanted to incorporate another bar into the space. Mate, you can take the mickey out of me as much as you want. I don't care. You set me a challenge at the last house. Fill the kitchen,
We go
you'll
for
get a
a sec?
bigger one. And I did.
I'll have to set you a challenge not to go over budget, and you did.
Oh, that's you as well. What are you talking about? You're the one that kept saying, let's do this.
Shrink. Yeah, but see, I don't really want to
Yeah,
do
but
that.
then like that's.
Because then these are going to get too big. They're 932, they're 900. They're all equal doors.
That's not equal.
If I take 200 mil off that,
That's gonna look stupid.
So where's the sink? Sorry.
sink is
There or thereabouts.
I need lunch.
That's
My
the
brain's
sink.
not
That's the
thinking.
middle of the sink.
I know what we're all thinking. Right?
What?
We're all thinking that. We've known Dan all this time, and I still haven't been offered one of these style up hats yet. I know that's what we're all thinking. Let's just get it out.
I really don't want to lose the cabinetry is more important to me than my sink location.
I honestly,
It's not that far off that you put it.
it's not like the sink is here. Do you know what I mean? It's still within.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Jared's happy with it.
He's just saying
He had a
yes.
win.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
he had a win over there. He got his bar. What are you talking about? He doesn't get anything he wants in this house. He got a bar.
It was so good.
So this is the wardrobe.
So do you want to paint it all on the floor first?
Yes.
And just mark it all out?
Mark it out so that we can make sure we're happy with the size.
37.75.
The
You
thing
got
is to
mirrors
have
there,
this
isn't
as
it?
mirrors. So you get changed, come here, do what you need to do, and then leave.
I forgot I'm on camera, so I got to be polite.
2750.
But come here,
Yes, boss.
stand in here.
Yes, boss.
Sorry, Daniel.
Yes, boss.
We can easily stand here and get ready.
Oh, yes, of course, boss.
But you can get ready.
now?
And yeah, sure, true. You have your little seat at the end so you can put your shoes on.
Oh, my little seat, okay.
Yeah, it's your little seat.
So what's this room?
This is the upstairs lounge room.
Okay.
So this is just the TV unit.
Okay.
So it's a linen and a linen. Then you got that desky thing and then that seat thing.
Yeah, this whole wall is joinery, isn't it?
Whole wall. The barbecue area will be sticking out past this. No, but we've got to make the width for the barbecue.
Yeah, the barbecue will stick out forwards.
Dimensions, height, width, depth, 620. So that's a full, so the stainless part is 620. I can just put, oh, it lines up bang on with the alley. So I can just put an M panel on there, 585. I'll just make it 5mm smaller, practically be like a freestanding unit, push it in. I have 2.5mm clearance either side, and we'll just do a bead of silicone either side.
So it's going to stick out past the bricks.
It will stick past that.
Everything was always that close. See, there's your frame.
The only thing we could potentially do is have the cupboard finish flush and then the barbecue section just sticks out like the joinery
Step the action.
and step it out.
That's how I would. That's how I've always
Because he's
seen
not,
barbecue comes from.
he's not going to like it. It has to finish
You
flush.
can do that.
So I'd have the cupboards finished flush with the bricks.
Flush to flush,
Then the
and just step that
barbecue-
cupboard out and step it out.
Yeah.
What are you tapering it though?
I'm confused.
The only thing that
Over my
I'm
head
questioning
right
and
now.
not understanding, and I'm sorry to be a pain here, if you got one depth here and you're coming out deeper here, how do you not see any top edge?
You won't, but because you're going to cut a piece of stone. You know how you know skirting, right?
Yeah.
You know what
Oh, you're going to return it into it
Yeah, you know
itself.
a return miter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just cut a piece of stone that returns back on.
So one thing, like we were sitting in our meeting, especially with our barbecue area, we wanted it in a certain way, but once we've now got into site and we realised how the wall finishes and the window finishes, it won't work exactly how we had planned in our meetings. So we've had to now think a bit out loud between all of us and bounce ideas to try and not resolve the problem, but try and get to the end goal of having it all look seamless. I don't know about this.
You're being one of those customers, Cassie.
No, this is, out of everything in the entire house right now, this is the one thing he will whinge about if it is not how he thinks it's going to be.
man-
Got his extra bar.
Our two options are what? Flush joinery with brickwork, bring the stone out. That would be my preference. Or you step the cupboard out, one cupboard, put 2 M panels underneath, and then bring the stone out and step that little bit out.
Okay, stick the stone out. And if he whinges, I blame you too.
The longest meeting for a 3 cupboard joinery.
Yeah, because this is the thing, like, if we get this wrong, he will give us a hard time for life. One thing we've learned building a custom home 100% is that you might have an image in your head, but it can't 100% be built that way. So we've had to go, okay, what can we do to try and achieve that same goal? And the boys have come up with a really good idea of creating like a little stone shelf that just sticks out a little bit. So the barbecue still sits on there and it all looks in one.
Alright, so we're back out here at Hughes Avenue today, forming up the island bench, 5 metres long by 1200 wide. Quite a bit of steel that goes into forming this up so it's nice and strong and can hold itself up. So it's all going to be off-form polished concrete. As you can see here, we've got all the Y12 bars in. They're all spaced at 100mm intervals. We tie every second bar off, which I'll show you now. So you just put your wire through there, pull him up, cut it off. And yeah, twist it up so it's nice and tight. As you can see down here, we've got waterfall ends. So the concrete will run down the ends. We've got our board here to close out. Once we finish sealing up, we'll clean all the floor out and then we'll fix the end on. So everything's screwed from the outside, so when it comes to finishing, once it goes off to a certain point, we will remove all the boards around the outside and then we can hand polish it all up and give it a really nice schmick finish.
On site. Today's a massive day. We've actually poured our concrete island bench, which you can see behind. This is a massive feature we wanted in the house because, as you can see, as we've been going through, we've got concrete features, and I really wanted to have my kitchen to have a massive feature. So why not do a concrete island bench, hey?
That's right, yeah, it's a big project, the island bench. Nathan and all the boys have been here today the last 3 or 4 hours trying to put it all together. Believe it or not, there's a little bit over 2.5 tons of just concrete, then all the steel. So it's a lot of weight that's sitting on there. Lucky the floor underneath us is very strong, 650 mil thick, so it'll hold the weight.
We just really wanted to have like a statement piece. We've got beautiful black wood mat joinery from Polytech going behind, and the concrete's just a nice pop of something different. You don't get to see a lot of concrete island benches, and I was like, why not? It suits the style of the house. We're doing modern industrial, having bits and pieces of the industrial feel, and nothing's more industrial than concrete, hey?
Yeah, that's right. And all the pieces tie in nicely. You've got concrete stairs, concrete feature walls, you know, concrete island bench. Why not?
Definitely.
So the little powder room here, and then you've got the off-form wall. So this wall is going to stay off-form. All the rest of the walls are actually going to be tiled. So it's going to give it a bit of character in there. So we're in the master bedroom now. So if you look up here, over the top of the bed, you're going to have 4 beautiful skylights. Pretty close to sort of being done. In the next week or 2, we will start clearing out the driveway, and the driveway will get dug out, and can't wait.